All right, to finish what we did, everybody else that's just been tuning in, we used our DSCs because all of you guys have special, and as we do more meetings, we're going to use the DSCs more. We're going to finish today with Rich Rose, who is the #1 Color Wow salesperson in the United States. So it's pretty much hard not to ask him to do Color Wow. And then Rich is going to finish up with some words of wisdom for best practices as a sales rep. For those of you just getting started in the industry, some of you in the North Carolina, South Carolina market and all, Rich is probably going to do about $750,000 in sales this year. And
no pressure.
And it's not like he's in New York City. It's not like he's in some special market that's any different than any of you out here. You know, he's in Jacksonville, Florida. It's a nice city, but it's not like it's affluent or crazy. It's just about working hard and doing the right things to make it happen. In this room here, I can look around and we've got so many people that are achieving great numbers, and so we'll give everybody the opportunity to do their thing at some point. But so Rich is going to, let's start with the Color Wow program, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. How's everybody doing with Dream Filter?
Okay. Good. Some are going really good. Some haven't really.
Anybody that's not selling it?
I'm sampling.
Not enough. Getting any return. Not enough. Okay. What I have found is, in my territory, I even struggle with this. Even with my current Color Wow salons, my big salons, for whatever reason, they just didn't bring it on. And I still have one of my better accounts. She still hasn't ordered. But I think it's a mistake because I believe this is probably one of the best products they've ever made because it's practically for everybody that lives in Florida. I mean, you know, anybody that lives in Florida that has bad water, every time they shampoo their hair, I mean, they may get their hair clean, but you know, the water is leaving all these mineral deposits behind. And sometimes you can't see it. Like if you have dark hair, you may not even know you have these mineral deposits. But what I have found, and from the feedback that I've gotten from my customers, they have said, even on the dark hair clients, you may not be able to see.
God bless you.
Thank you.
That's so cruel.
I was trying to get rid of you, Joe, and I highlighted you.
I'm very flattering.
No.
What the hell was I talking about?
I'm brunettes.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, bring it in. Okay. So what my customers have told me is that if you didn't see any difference after you've done an application of this, you can feel it. You can feel your hair noticeably smoother and silkier because you remove the minerals that were deposited in the hair. Now blondes, it's a no-brainer. I mean, and I don't know if you've seen a lot of the before and after pictures, but it's dramatically different, and it's so easy. This is like the easiest thing we have. All they do is you just spray it on the hair when the hair is dry. Like you say, if a customer is going to take it home for retail, before they get in the shower, they just literally saturate their hair with this product, with the Dream Filter, just like you would Dream Coat. By the time you get in the shower and get the water hot the way you want it, it's time to shampoo. You shampoo it out, and all the minerals are removed out of your hair. And your color and everything is going to be so much better. Your styling products are going to work better. I mean, these are things that my customers have told me, like they just can't believe how good they are. But you've got to get them to use it. You've got to get them to try it. And you know, if you're one of the people that are doing well with WOW and you're getting the rewards, I would recommend get this as your freebies, you know, your sample, so you can sample it out and show them, tell them how it works. Does everybody know how to use it? I mean, it's pretty simple.
Just like you told us.
Yeah, right. Okay, but there's other ways you can use it. You can use it before. It's like a pre-shampoo treatment. Use it before color.
Okay.
And then also, if say somebody comes in, they're just going to like do a haircut or hairstyle, they can do it then also, and it's going to remove all of that crap out of their hair and make their style and cut go better. Also, you can do it like, say you're doing a retouch, that hair that you're not coloring, you can just spray it on there like 3 minutes before you get ready to rinse them out and shampoo it out.
Okay.
It'll actually refresh the ends and make the ends brighter.
Have you seen that actually work? That what you just said?
Yeah, actually, I haven't seen it personally because a lot of times I'm not in there when they're doing it.
Yeah,
but I've had people tell me.
They say yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and back to extensions. Brazilians got the repair treatments or repair system.
Refreshing. Yeah.
This does very much the same thing, coupled with Dream Coat. Okay, so when you take out the extensions, you just spray this on the extension, saturate it, wait 3 minutes, shampoo it out, and then when you reinstall the extensions, best thing you can do is take Dream Coat, spray that hair down, and as you're styling, it's going to make all of your hair blend better, because when you're out in the humidity, your natural hair is going to puff up more, and it will actually show extensions more than not. So those are the 4 different ways you can use it.
What do you tell your customers? Because it says 1 to 3 minutes. I tell everybody just leave it on the 3 minutes. I mean,
I pretty much just go 3 minutes.
1 minute, no, 2 minutes. Just that's what I'm asking you. So,
and there's going to be cases where it probably won't work the first time to get everything out, but you can use this as often as you want. But you will have people ask you, well, can I do this on wet hair? And I've asked Giles, and if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. He said, well, if the hair is already wet, it's going to kind of keep this from penetrating where it needs to draw out the minerals. So you want to make sure it's dry. So if you do one application, you're going to have to dry it again and redo it. But the customer can use it as often as they need to, every day if they want. And don't worry if you leave it on more than 3 minutes, it's not going to hurt. Has everybody tried this on their own head?
No.
It looks like water, feels like water, has hardly any fragrance, doesn't burn, doesn't do anything like that. It's just like water on your head. So I think it's a no-brainer. And to me, this is the basis to everything that they believe in. Before they always preached, make sure you use the Colorwell shampoo, the Color Security shampoo, because that's going to prep the hair and get the hair clean. Now they've got something that's going to get it super, super clean, because now you're removing the minerals that the other shampoo couldn't get out. Because the Color Security shampoo is safe for color. And this is, by the way, won't touch your hair color, won't do anything to your hair color whatsoever. But coupled with the Colorwell shampoo, then you condition, and then you add Dream Coat on top of that. To me, that is the ultimate dream team of products for Colorwell. So you should be selling all 4 of those products. Now that they've come out with the cocktails, who has had any kind of results selling cocktails back when we first launched it?
All of us, but it's unbelievable.
Okay.
But people didn't like how runny it was trying to get it out. That was the
Right.
biggest
Well, some of them were
complaint
runny,
from
like
our
our
people.
cocktail.
Sometimes
Yeah.
the rings wouldn't even show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little things weren't there.
Right.
Yes, some of them didn't have the plastic rings
Yeah.
on the top. Sometimes they did, sometimes
Yeah.
they didn't.
Yeah.
Have you had any customers that said, "Oh, this product didn't work," or "I didn't really get what the cocktails are for"?
Not really, no.
Well, this is real important because
If they didn't use heat, yes.
they have to have heat. It's just a heat activated product. So they believe in not putting anything in their shampoos like most other companies do. So most other companies would have like a thickener, smoother, or whatever to solve the problems that these are going to solve. So they believe in making sure that you have the treatments done after the shampoo and conditioning phase. And there's basically 3 problems that most people encounter. You got breakage, you have damage to the hair, maybe your hair is coarse and straw-like, or maybe it's just fine and thin. So these cocktails solve those 3 problems. The kale is like your bond builder. Okay, it uses blue sea kale, which is the most natural form of sulfur that they have found on Earth. And what it does, it strengthens the hair. I think like 2 times stronger than normal. And what's that?
50% stronger.
Yeah, 50% stronger.
First use.
And it just makes the hair stronger and healthier. And then you have the coconut cocktail, which, you know, if you have virgin hair, you know that little shininess that you get with the hair. Whenever you put hair color to, or when you do a chemical service, that shiny lipid layer is removed. Dr. Joe Sincata, who developed these products, actually figured out a way to actually mimic that exactly. In combination with the coconut oil and the 18 MEA, it pretty much gives you that shiny lipid layer back in here. So you're blonde, you have coarse hair, you're stressed. The whole idea, from what Giles and the company is saying, is when you blow dry, you're actually, this is a negative thing, you're doing damage to the hair. But why not do a cocktail to where it's actually infusing something positive into the hair? So you're actually transforming the hair rather from a negative, from damaging to strengthening and nourishing. And that's what these cocktails are doing. Carb cocktail is made up of carbs and starches that forms a micronized 3D fiber mesh on the outer layer of the hair, plumps up the hair, fattens it up, gives that bulkiness, but without weighing the hair down. So it's super lightweight. And basically all three of those
Good for
together.
fine hair too, right?
Well, yeah. And when you use carb cocktail, you don't want to use it like at the root area. You want to use it like the last, go down 2 inches from the scalp and just work it in. Your kale cocktail,
What about short hair?
same thing. Well, short hair, you can just probably do it all over.
Yeah.
You know, but kale is the basis to everything. You want to make sure that you use kale first, and then they recommend layering on it. If you need to solve another problem, you could do the coconut cocktail on top, or do the carb. Usually you don't use all three, but I have known people that use all three of them. They've got great
You
results.
could use all three at one time, or all two, or
But you don't
whatever.
mix them. You don't mix them in your hand. You
Layer.
layer them on. You put kale on, and you always do it on damp hair, like lightly toweled damp hair.
Yeah. And then-
Always
And then
put
Why
it
do
on
you need
milk.
kale every time? You don't need kale every time, do you?
Well,
I'm just curious. What do you say?
well, most of the hair we're dealing with has some kind of damage, and use like 1 to 3 pumps, usually just a small, tiny amount on just the damaged ends of the hair. Okay,
Okay.
and then you would, most people would follow it up with either the coconut or the carb cocktail. And it's so important that you make sure you blow dry it in, because it's actually transforming that hair much like the Dream Coat does to the hair. So I think that's about it, unless anybody has any questions.
My wife used the Dioxin Dimax before for thickening hair. She used the Wella Element, and she just loves this stuff. She said there's nothing like it on the market.
I have customers that once you get them to understand what this is about and how important it is, and they use the proper amount, they will love it. And I have even had customers that used them initially and just kind of brushed them off. So they don't really get why they're so good. But I think these are one of the key things of our product line. You know, when we first launched it, we actually, when we first started with ColorWell, we just had the root cover-up products, and that's all we sold. And then they brought us the cocktails. And we didn't have the wet line or anything, so we had a lot of time. They really want us to focus on the cocktails because they really believed how important these were. And I believe this is the same thing. We're relaunching them. They're so much easier to use. They got a pump. Make sure you turn it left and turn it right to lock. But usually 1 to 3 pumps, for most of these products. Coconut cocktail for somebody with a lot of hair, a lot of thick hair, you might want to use a little bit more. But use it very sparingly. And they smell good too.